A lot of real estate agents think YouTube is just another way to get their name out there, like a digital bus bench. And honestly, if that's how you treat it, that's exactly what it becomes. People might see your face, they might know your name, they might even say, "Oh, I've seen your videos all over the place." Lovely, but compliments do not pay my mortgage. And this is where a lot of people get frustrated with YouTube. They post videos, they try to be consistent, they get some views, maybe a few nice comments, and then nothing happens. No buyer leads, no seller leads, no emails, no appointments. So they decide, well, I guess YouTube is just branding. No, YouTube can absolutely bring you clients. Ask me how I know, but not if you're using it like a billboard with a play button. That is the problem. YouTube is not magic. You cannot just upload random videos, cross your fingers, and wait for the algorithm to drop a seller in your inbox like a little real estate stork. That would be nice. I would love that for all of us, but that's not how this works. The first thing you have to understand is that views and clients are not the same thing. I know that sounds obvious, but most agents do not act like this is obvious. They get very excited when the video gets a lot of views. And of course, views feel good. I get excited too. But views don't tell you whether the right people are watching it. They don't tell you whether that person has a real estate problem. Views do not tell you whether they're thinking about moving anytime soon. Views just tell you that someone clicked. That's it. I've seen agents get thousands and thousands of views on a gorgeous listing tour and not get a single client from it. And then I've seen the opposite, where a video with maybe 500 views brings in serious clients because the video answered a real question that someone was already asking. And that is the part that is so important. The video with fewer views may actually be the better business building video because the goal is not to become YouTube famous. The goal is to become trusted by the right person before they need you. And that is a completely different strategy. Let's use listing tours as an example. I'm not saying listing tours are bad. Of course, they have their place, and we're going to do them all the time. But if all you're doing is always walking through a house going, here's the kitchen, here's the living room, here's the backyard, who is that for? Maybe it's for the buyer who wants that exact house, but they probably already have a real estate agent. Maybe it's for the nosy neighbors. Maybe it's for other real estate agents. Maybe it's for some guy sitting on the couch in his underwear at 11:30 at night eating Doritos who just likes watching videos of pretty houses. We don't know. But now compare that to a video called something like Travis Air Force Base. Should you live on base or can you afford to buy a house? That viewer is in a totally different place. They have a problem. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out how to not make a huge mistake. They may not be ready to call you today, but they are moving in that direction. That's the type of video that turns into real business, not because it got thousands of views, because it attracted someone with intent to buy real estate in your market. And that is what YouTube is so good at. It puts you in front of people while they are trying to solve their problem. They're not just being bombarded with your content while they're on social media trying to look at their cousin's wedding photos. They are searching, they are comparing, they're watching several videos in a row because they're trying to understand what they should do. And if your video is the one that makes them think, oh, she totally gets this. She knows what she's talking about. I like her. I trust her. Now you're not just getting your name out there. You're building a relationship before you've ever even spoken to them. That's not just branding. That is called lead generation. And that's what we're trying to do here. It doesn't always look like lead gen at first. And this is where the timeline kind of messes with people. Some YouTube leads happen really fast. Someone watches one video and immediately they reach out. Wonderful. Love that. But most leads don't happen that way. They might watch you for 2 weeks or 3 months or a year. They may watch quietly and never comment. I meet people a lot where I run into these people at the store and they say, oh my gosh, I know you because I watched all of your videos for years and years and years. And this is the first time I'm actually talking to them. They might binge 5 videos on a Saturday morning and you have no idea that any of this is happening until they finally reach out. and say, I feel like I know you already because I've watched so many of your videos. But if you quit after 2 months because no one has called yet, you might be quitting before the trust has even had time to start building. And yes, I know it's annoying. We all want instant gratification. We want to post the video on Tuesday and have a seller lead by Thursday. And sometimes that happens, but that's not a strategy. The strategy is to create videos that keep working 24 hours a day. A good YouTube video can answer the same question over and over again for years to come, and it qualifies people before they ever pick up the phone and call you. It can build trust while you are doing literally anything else besides making YouTube videos. Eating, sleeping, sitting in your car trying to decide if you should go to the gym or whether you'd really rather just go to Dunkin' Donuts. Your video is still working, but only if it was built to do a job, and that is a big difference. A lot of agents make videos because they feel like they should be making videos. So they talk about whatever comes to mind in that moment. They do a listing tour, 3 tips for buyers, why you should get pre-approved before you start house hunting, happy closing day to my clients. None of these are automatically bad, but the question is, what is the job of that video? Was it answering a high intent question? No. Was it showing your expertise? Maybe. Is it helping the client feel understood? Probably not. Is it going to make them feel closer to trusting you? Possibly, but if not, it's just content for the sake of having something to post. And content for the sake of content is exhausting. We don't want to post more. We don't want to edit more. We don't want to caption more and then wake up 6 months later and say, why did I do all of that? The problem was not YouTube. The problem was the strategy. So if you want clients from YouTube, you need to make videos around the questions they are asking before they've actually hired an agent. Answer real questions, not just cute little content ideas. These are actual decision points. Because when someone is asking those questions, they're not just like mindlessly scrolling, they are trying to make a move. Maybe not this week, but mentally they're already in motion. And your job is to meet them where they are, not with a sales pitch, not with call me today for all your real estate needs. I'm your realtor for life. Don't do that. Don't be so salesy. Provide them with the information and ask for nothing in return. Your job is to help them understand their problem even better than they do. And when you do that, you become the person they trust. And trust leads to phone calls. So no, I don't want you measuring YouTube only by the number of views that you get. Views matter, of course they do, but they're not the whole story. The video with 20,000 views from people who will never hire you to represent them in a transaction is not a better video than one that got 900 views from people who are actually thinking about buying or selling in your market. Hope is not a strategy, and posting more of the wrong videos is not going to fix this. If you want to learn the first 10 steps to creating a lead generating YouTube channel, I will put a link right here. This is a free resource that I made for you that has helped thousands of agents start creating videos that bring them lots and lots and lots of leads and clients. And you can be next.